Joe and Wade with you here from a sold-out Dignity Health Arena. LA Knight and Aleister Black see each other again after a few weeks ago when they were in the Money in the Bank triple threat qualifier that Aleister Black put himself in great position to win with his offensive assault against Shinsuke Nakamura. Then LA Knight, just when Aleister Black thought he could put it away, LA Knight came in the ring, tossed Black, made the cover, got the win, earned his way to what will be the men's Money in the Bank ladder match tomorrow, just down the road in LA. Back and forth they go.
Yeah, for me, I completely disagree with the perspective of Aleister Black. I get the frustration and went for that black mass there, but LA Knight simply too wise for it. And that implication that somehow Knight stole the victory and qualification to the Money in the Bank ladder match has not sat well at all with the megastar, who tonight is looking to extinguish all doubt by putting Black down.
He said, hey, listen, it's a triple threat. I was doing what I had to do.
Just the nature of it. You don't have a divine right to a victory or a pin just because you hit the move that kept an opponent down.
You brought up the fact, though, the concern of taking on a match like this, and this matchup of skills round and round they go the night before you compete in Money in the Bank. But that's who LA Knight is. His 24th match now of this calendar year. That's the most in WWE this year, Wade.
Yeah, add up cumulative minutes of in-ring competition in 2025. I'm willing to bet that LA Knight is at the front of the pack, and it's admirable, yes, but it has consequences. And I'll tell you right now, Joe Tess, burning the candle at both ends is not a good long-term strategy for anybody. There is a price to pay in the form of fatigue.
By the way, we cite the 24 matches. He has 13 wins this calendar year. That's the second most total wins in WWE. Stephanie Vaquer has 14. Stephanie Vaquer, we'll see later tonight. We will see tomorrow. Streaming on Peacock, the women's Money in the Bank ladder match. It's a fascinating group that's put together. Those 6 women going for the briefcase.
Yeah, well, all those victories you've just mentioned about LA Knight will pale in comparison to the one he could pull off tomorrow night in Los Angeles if he grabs the briefcase.
Looks the leg.
And the contract therein, an almost surefire guarantee that in the not too distant future, you will be acquiring gold the easy way. I'll tell you right now, this really has been a back and forth affair. We know the mind games, the psychology of Aleister Black often unravels opponents. I'd say the megastar ego of LA Knight is perhaps impenetrable to those mind games of Aleister Black. At least they has lucked that way thus far.
He went for the DDT, but instead gets put down, and then the kick to the face from LA.
Yeah, well, if the mind games aren't working, the physical ones certainly.
Oh, man.
No backing down by LA Knight here.
Quickly able to kick out is Aleister Black.
I love the offensive Aleister Black. He's so quick, amazing reflexes, and then, of course, those Muay Thai strikes that practically nobody in the locker room has any form of defense for. It's not our game here in a wrestling ring, and that's what makes Aleister Black so dangerous.
Oh, the jawbreaker from Black. And Knight, quick to counter, went for that elbow. That was parried.
And back on those strikes again is Aleister Black. Oh!
Back in control is Black. Hooks the leg, looking for the win here.
And it's like boxing, Joe. You're the expert at that, but every time LA Knight throws a block, it's opened up a different part of the body, and instinctively, Aleister Black knows how to strike. You know what? Block your kidney, I'll hit you in the jaw with a knee.
Yep, he has that kickboxing Muay Thai pedigree, the striking ability, powerful, accurate, but he knows where to find those spots.
And there's no professional wrestling school on planet Earth that is teaching that. You have to go to these world-class kickboxing gyms that Aleister Black prowls.
Lateral press.
Training with world champions, and simply nobody has found an answer to it yet here on SmackDown.
That's exactly what you're talking about right there. As Black with the leg sweep, and then the sliding knee comes in.
And at this point, if you're LA Knight, you're begging somebody to grab.
Oh! He was going for that springboard moonsault, and instead, they're both out on the floor after the clothesline.